Mic check, man. 1 2, man. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now look, I guess let me first off let me just make this point real quick, right? Because I've been listening for a couple of days, right? Before I said something, right? I've been listening to just different commentary, right? Of different people all across YouTube. People in this sector, people who's out the sector, and yet they actually is seeing exactly the things I've been telling you guys, what's about to happen, what's about to become. A lot of you guys don't want to accept that, man, because of how egregious this shit is, man. But you can't deny what it is that you see, man. What up, Daniel Berry? What up, man? You can't deny what's evident, the inevitable, what's taking place, what's going to take place, what people are trying to bring in to make the norm, the old ways of going by doing shit, or let's say things that have been covered up, that has been in secret, now has been exposed. You guys are seeing, even with social media being a gift and a curse, the curse now is going to be the shit you seeing and hearing about when it comes to guys like DJ Akademics. For the last 7, 8 years, you've been hearing these stories about these men who are famous, who are known, and the activities that they get themselves involved in. These one things I hate to be right about, man. These are one of the things that I actually hate to be right about, man. But when it comes to, when you hear about now DJ Akademics, right? And I'm mentioning him along with Diddy and Jay-Z and R. Kelly and all the Me Too movement, the guys who got in trouble during the Me Too era. And it's still the Me Too era now, right? But the niggas you hear on YouTube, man. And of course, a lot of you guys know the truth, man, but yet you don't want to necessarily accept the truth about the nature of a lot of men, right? The nature of a lot of people, because this thing that you hear about with DJ Akademics, this is what's been going on forever, right? And it's a common thing. It's not a rare thing. You see how crazy it is, dog? This is not a rare thing to where one person out of 100 have done some shit like this. It's too many stories you've heard about where you got grown-ass men doing shit like this, man. Grown-ass women also. But we keep it on the men, though, because this is the degeneracy of the men, though, and yet these niggas deep down don't want to fucking admit that this is what they own because they haven't gotten caught, man. And that's one thing that a nigga don't want to get caught for doing. He'll get caught for murder, a robbery, and all that, right? But when it come down to shit like grooming a child, grooming somebody underage, engaging in sexual activities with somebody underage, man, that right there, for a grown-ass man, you most definitely don't want to get caught doing that. And the fact that you know how wrong that shit is makes that shit that much more tempting for a lot of guys who are into that shit. When I'm hearing DJ Akademics talk to his little boy, it reminded me of Jay Prince for president and how he was on the phone talking to that little boy and he said that he was a pedophile, right? And the cold part about it is y'all grown-ass men doing this shit. Y'all not teenagers doing this shit. You grown men, right? In a time where you see people who have been exposed like myself for doing that shit when I was a kid. I've always been confused as to how in the fuck, man, if you know people on here have been exposed for engaging in sexual assault, sexual activities of a minor like myself. Yes, I was a child. Fuck it. I was a child, right? And I don't want nobody to give me no type of grace based on that. We talking about the act alone and what's being done, right? Yes, it's going on all around you. Yes, I could say, yes, I was introduced to it and I did it to somebody, right? It's been going on around. It was grown people, teenagers doing this shit all around like it was normal, dog. The same way how you see people coming together for get-togethers, family reunions, Christmas and Easter and all those shit, Thanksgiving, people coming together for barbecues and all that. It's the same shit. Just as common as that shit was, it was just as common as children being broken into sex, man. They getting initiated into sexual shit. They being groomed and talked to and making it seem like it's okay by somebody who's older. They teaching people this shit. And yes, some kids, man, took that shit and actually started doing it to other kids like myself. Where the kids getting that shit from, man? Kids not growing up. They ain't born knowing what to do, man. Motherfuckers showing them what to do, man. The difference, I get caught. These niggas don't get caught, right? The difference, niggas like Akademics been on some shit like that, but he don't get caught. Niggas like JP be on shit like that. Fatty be on shit like that. Daryl Long be on shit like that. Niggas ain't never got caught. They would never get caught, right? They'll never allow themselves to get caught doing no shit like that, man. But it comes out. It comes out slowly but surely, bro. You hear it. It's like that's the thing in this space that a lot of these fucking men just do not want to come out and be truthful because they waiting for somebody. You can blame guys like that nigga Joseph over there with JP and them. All right, a bunch of niggas have done the same shit as Joseph, as grown ass men. I'm just trying to see, man, is it? I know black people are so good at finessing. They want to finesse as long as they can do shit and get away with it, right? They can pretend like they never did anything, right? That's just the name of the game of black people, but yet they get exposed in times like this, right? Let's say if somebody from the past come up and just say, look, this is what you was doing to me. Like in the case of Krishan Rock. And she exposed her sister for doing the things, man. Making her do shit when they were little kids, man. This is crazy, dog. This is, as I'm hearing in the space, I'm hearing that these guys in the space, they waiting for somebody to make this shit normal so they can come on out and confess. They just waiting for the time to where that shit that you hear, Akademics, the shit you hear about Diddy, the shit you hear about fucking Jay-Z and all that, they just want that to become so normal to where it'll be so many on their side. So when they do confess, no one would be shamed. No one can point fingers because now they can still say, well, hey, I never got caught. I didn't get in trouble for that. They can admit what they did, but they know they ain't never got in trouble for this shit. Why would the Akademics, why would the JP, why would they be on phone with kids like that, talking like that to kids, man? Because it's been going on forever. No different than when you was young and your uncle and all them putting a cigarette in your mouth or putting a beer or some liquor and shit. It's the same shit, grooming, bro. All that shit sexual related, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you teaching kids how to goddamn motherfucking drink, what the fuck is that? What's that? Huh? You putting on pornos and shit and watching pornos with kids, man. What you doing? The sneaky shit, man, right? Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Making sure you gonna make sure you don't get caught, man. Man, I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing, but I be telling y'all, dog, I hate being wrong about these things, but I don't want to hear shit when it comes down to people still acting like they don't know that this type of shit is going on. And yet they say they do, but yet they act like they still surprised when they see another example of some shit like this coming out. What's that about? Is that what's holding black people back? I've asked the question years ago. Is it this child molestation, this sexual assault on children and being swept up on the rug, man? Is that what the fuck is really holding black folks back? Is that curse right there alone? That's the elephant in the room that don't nobody want to fucking address because now people are so afraid of how it's gonna make you look, but yet it ain't stopping you from doing what the fuck you was doing. We talking about as grown men and grown women. Everybody scared to have that conversation for what? All right, so you saying you scared to have a conversation, or you not ready to have a conversation? Or is it it's not time to have a conversation? You need another 5 years to have that conversation? The shit's been put in your face to where it's becoming normalized to where you are jaded. You don't even feel no way about hearing this shit at this point. We'll hear DJ Akademics and what he's doing, and that shit'll blow over because he's not gonna get canceled and he's not supposed to. Why? Because it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Right? You hear these stories about a lot of these guys who are famous and known, and yet they have got situation where they was messing with underage girls at one point. Man, listen, even on Power, I remember on Power Stars, Power, right, with 50 Cent, and that nigga, he said some shit like that when he talking about how he used to fuck with an underage girl. He was saying it as he was caning, and he was making an example, talking about, yeah, you talking about a little underage chick I used to fuck with back in the day? A little underage chick, right? A little underage boy, man. Man, no one is giving a fuck about these kids being 14, 15 years old, man. I'm listening to this goddamn nigga named FBG Pressure, right? And he was on Camp Capone News, and he wasn't talking about underage kids in a sexual way, but what he said was, he said, these young niggas out here, right? These teenagers, right? These boys out here shooting, they killing, right? He said, so even with us in our 20s, and when we go around and start blowing down on niggas, bro, we don't give a fuck if a nigga 14, 15 years old, man. The nigga said that it was crazy. It was crazy as fuck, right? It was crazy as fuck, man, but yet it was true. To prove the point that, man, don't nobody give a damn about you being a teenager, nigga. Teenagers are fair game in this society, man. And you got people I'm hearing on goddamn Sharon panel one time, that nigga Unlikely and shit. He was saying, yo, what about the teenage girls who are willing participants who actually go after grown-ass men to prove that they not little girls no more? Do you feel sorry for them? And I think Bombman was like, hell yeah, nigga, they little girls, right? But he's still trying to make the point that, hey, if she's pursuing some grown, man, listen. You know what I mean? You shouldn't feel sorry for her or the goddamn young boy who's playing games with a goddamn grown folk. You in grown folk business. What up, Brian Renard Davis? What up, man? He's like, with respect, right? To your channel, in my opinion, the black community is not a community, it's a circumstance. Listen, man, I'm not, much respect to you, nigga. I'm not on no black community shit, bro. The black, what I'm saying, the black community, the black circumstance in your case is tragic. The elephant in the room, Brian Renard Davis, is that these children been broke in. They've been getting broke in sexually when they was young. Right? I tell you people the story about how me and my brother got our first blowjob when I was 7 and he was 5 by a 9-year-old girl who learned that from somebody else. Where she learned how to suck dick at, right? Where she learned this shit from? Like I say, we can get graphic. I'm tired of people acting like as if you don't want to get graphic about this shit. Because now you got people who are actually doing it. They can hide behind the fact that you don't want to talk about it. The same way how you got grown-ass men and grown women who are actually fucking with children and people don't want to prosecute them because how it's going to bring shame to the family, right? And they don't want the consequences really to be upon the actual family member or anybody who's doing shit like that because the severity of what would happen to them when they go to prison. I'm seeing that same shit play out on YouTube. You don't want to talk about it because of what? And then you allow for a motherfucker who actually is on that to still come out there and get on it and even be, it's like as if it's fascinating to hear motherfuckers talk about that kind of shit. Why the fuck niggas talk about why the fuck child porn is a big thing though, man, amongst these people? These things are not rare things, bro. These are not rare occasions, bro. This shit is common, my nigga. And what it is though, when it comes down to, let's say numbers, ratios, percentages, bro. See, I'm good with numbers, dog. I'm good with math, dog. I know when it comes down to the content creators who done talked against, let's say, pedophilia and child molestation, compared to the ones who give them pushback, hey, Brian Renard Davis, bro, is too much like balance for something that's supposed to be lopsided, bro. In the case of who's against it, who's for it, bro, you're supposed to be 100% of people who's against this pedophilia shit. This child molestation shit, this child bride ass shit, this child groom ass shit, this grooming type shit. You're supposed to have a 100% of people against that and 0 who's for it, right? Not 55, 45, man. When you go understand numbers And when you understand probability and what's going to happen, dog, as I see, because I've seen so many content creators like Taz Exclusive and all that, right, who have banged on these niggas who play games like that, and yet this nigga done got so much pushback for that alone. Not just him, a bunch of women who's against niggas playing like that. Women who's letting young niggas fuck and all that. They're against that shit, but they get so much pushback because you got the ones who giving pushback. They want that to be the new norm, right? So if you got 60, 40, 55, 45%, what's taking place is this. This is what's taking place. If you want to put it on some stock market type shit, right? What's taking place is this. The 55 against it, the 45% who's for it, eventually, what's going to happen? In a so-called like a short squeeze when it comes to stocks, right? See, the 55, 45%, that's the short interest. That's the ratio, the percentage, who's in, who's not in, right? Who's going long, who's going short. So you got 45% is trying to buy though, bro. In a short squeeze, what's going to make this shit go up? You got 55% who's in a short position. That's not enough for you to take a goddamn short position, though, bro. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. If you 55% on the short and you see the short ratio on the stock market, right, on the stock chart, if you see it say 55% of people who shorting this stock, 60% of people who shorting this stock, guess what? Your ass better not go in short because your ass going to lose because that's what's going to happen, right? That 45%, you're going to have more people want to get on that side. It's too much momentum. See, what happened was this. Too many people is seeing, well, damn, they building momentum over there, and I've been wanting to get out this short position anyway. Let me get over here into the buy position. Because what's going to happen now, when the shit become 50-50 and 55-40 on the buy side, now what's going to happen with the short, everybody who either was faking like they ass is really against that type of shit, you're going to see it's being revealed because what? They're going to end up going long. They're going to buy. They're going to buy. You was against it. You was short. Now your ass finna start goddamn buying, man. And the squeeze come in, the fucking squeeze come in, dog. This is where the squeeze come in, my nigga. The squeeze come in is when now the price start going against the shorts and everybody buying to where even the ones who was so-called initially against this shit or was in a sell position, they ain't got no choice but to buy because you got to buy to close your position now, right? I don't want to talk over your head to get you to understand what I'm talking about. I'm using numbers. I'm using probability and ratios to show you what the fuck's going on in YouTube and in society when it come down to this pedophilia shit, when it come down to this child molestation shit, bro, compared to the people who don't fuck with it, compared to the folks who do fuck with it. It's too close. And when it's too close, I don't give a goddamn for something like this egregious to be this close in ratio, man. You know you about to lose. Anybody who's standing for right is about to fucking lose, man. Yeah, so it's about to be a goddamn short squeeze, man. And even the ones who act like they was so against the shit, you're going to see their ass jumping over there, man, by default. Because it's going to be so powerful. Because you want to get out the goddamn position, my nigga. You got the body to get out that hole. Because you short, and you had no business going short because the shit was 55, 60 goddamn percent. And it ain't enough for you to actually take a short position, man. It ain't. And so in the case of what I'm saying about this YouTube shit, this society we live in, ain't enough people to go against this so-called pedophilia shit. Too many billionaires and millionaires and powerful people who's wanted to become a real thing in life. And your ass, who's the common man, the common woman, who ain't got no say-so, no pull on the goddamn thing, you think your voice is going to be more powerful than the goddamn millionaire and the billionaire? Everybody you see put in front of you, these motherfuckers are actually, they putting this shit in front of you because they want this shit to be the new norm. And you thinking your goddamn normal ass is going to fight against the shit? No, you're not. Yeah, sexual misconduct, something you a part of too, Gabe. And your father, as I looked up, is engaging in sexual misconduct shit. So you're not exempt being a fucking African who happen to be from Detroit, nigga. But you first generation goddamn Detroit, man. You're not second generation. Your people coming from the boat, man. And that's what the fuck they did over there in Ghana, nigga. And Nigeria. They doing the same shit over there now. DJ Akademics, R. Kelly, Diddy, all these niggas, man. Jay-Z, all these motherfucking niggas, man. These motherfucking niggas, dog, these white boys, man, these white women, everybody, right? Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, all of them, right? It's just too many. It's too many to count. Ones that you would never find out about because they're going to make sure that they never get caught. They make sure that they never going to get caught, my nigga. That's the elephant in the goddamn room, man. There's celebrity versions of Rue and Gabe. Because Gabe is very much fascinated with this kind of shit. Like a lot of you niggas are fascinated with child pornography. Y'all get fascinated with children engaging in sex. For Gabe to be on my motherfucking dick, talking about whatever I did when I was a kid, that means you are fascinated with what the fuck I did as a kid, man. And don't discuss you, nigga. You want that to become the norm. You want to get you a child pornography tape, man. That's what you want if you don't already have one. All this grooming shit been going down, my nigga. Who got caught, who didn't get caught, man? Motherfuckers been asking you about, you like girls, man? Or you like boy? Or you like girl? All right, so you ever did this with a girl? Grown people asking you this type of shit, man, when you young, man. Nah, Gabe, you ain't never get caught, man. That's all. You ain't never got caught, man. You ain't never got caught, man. I'm gonna have fun with this one, man. You ain't never get caught, man. That's all. A lot of you niggas on YouTube ain't never got caught, man. That's all. You never got caught. Or if you got caught, y'all sell that shit as a family, or it wasn't no big thing. Y'all didn't take this shit to the police to where you got prosecuted for this shit. So it's just what it is, though, right? Because somebody was teaching you also in Detroit, in dirt-ass toilet, Detroit. Are you for real? All the shit you hear about from Detroit, Michigan, man, from niggas. Anyway, it was a bunch of niggas at, bro. You know it was a bunch of criminality taking place, and we ain't talking about just robbing and killing and drug dealing. Yeah, the other part of all that robbing, killing, and drug dealing is goddamn sexual goddamn assault, man. A whole bunch of child molestation, a whole bunch of underage boys and girls having sex with grown people. That's the name of the game in the black community, in the white community, in the Mexican community, in the Asian community, all across the spectrum. You have these elements. Fucked a nigga talking about he was a criminal on some gangsta ass shit, but yeah, he don't want to talk about how he fucked. Also, he fucked 14, 15-year-old girls, man. So when I made the point years ago, I said, so you telling me you got these niggas who are known gang members, these niggas are known gangsters, they put fear in everybody in their actual in their community, everybody's afraid of them, and you want me to believe that they know how to do any other crime except for a sexual crime, huh? How does that work? You want me to believe that a nigga who's known for killing and robbing and would scare the shit out of anybody, that he'll let a woman tell him no? He'll let a girl tell him no, man? You think he not fucking underage girls and shit, knowing he can get away with that kind of shit because he put fear in the heart of people? If he can put fear in the heart of people who witness him shoot and kill some goddamn body to where they won't even show up in court, let alone make a statement about the shit, right? You want me to believe that this nigga won't put the fear in the heart of a goddamn 14 or 15-year-old girl, man? If she know this nigga would kill her goddamn daddy, he would kill her goddamn mama, her brother, and all that. So you telling me she not gonna shut the fuck up at 16? And this nigga 28? Nah, man, ain't no such thing as you talking about you committing all these crimes and your ass ain't committing no sexual crime, bro. That's just how it goes hand in hand. Cause in that case, why the fuck so many black women can tell you stories about how they was molested in that case, right? So who's doing the molesting? If you're talking about grown men was touching on you and shit, and it's all the women you hear on YouTube can tell you a story about that, right? And these women ain't all from the same city. They not all from the same community, bro. So you can't say one guy in this apartment complex, in this hood projects and shit like that, that he was fucking with all the goddamn little girls and the little boys. And see, Hassan Campbell can say that about Africa Bambaataa when it come down to Bronx River and even the Bronx projects, period, that he was fucking with all the boys and shit. Everybody been touched on by him to get initiated, right? So he can run that. But what about the ones who are not from the goddamn Bronx, who's not from nowhere near New York? What about the women, the men who've been fucked with and they live in other cities and states? And they get on this bitch, they all got that same goddamn story. What about them? What about the people who've been harassed at school, harassed at work, who've been harassed in the church? What about, so is it one motherfucker doing it all over a goddamn country? An international goddamn pedophile, man? An international child molester, bro? Who the fuck? A nationwide child? Come on, man. Stop, man. The fact that so many women got the story to tell, and a lot of men got the story to tell too, right? But they wouldn't dare get on this bitch and say shit. But the fact that so many women can come out and say, you know what? Yeah, nigga, I was touched on when I was 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, 10 years old. Yes. There's niggas in my family. Family friends was doing all right then. So it's all y'all got that story, right? And all y'all from different cities and states, huh? What you telling me? Okay, all right, cool. So that shit common, ain't it? If it's so many people on YouTube who's supposed to be against the shit, but it's so many people who's damn near for it because they giving the people who's against it so much pushback about it. So what you telling me on that? I'm confused about this shit. What they say? Huh? What they say? This is about to become the new way, man. Niggas don't want to have a conversation because you're going to be forced to have to confess on what the fuck you did at one point, man. Yeah, the shit Otis, who is talking about, man, I can look at Otis and say, Otis, look, man, you ain't the only nigga who done took pussy, bro, from their wife. Every married nigga done took pussy from their wife, man. I tell Otis, look, man, look, nigga, man, you be talking shit, dog. Otis, we be talking shit, nigga, but I can promise you ain't the only nigga who think that they wife is you know, is supposed to deny them sex, dog, when they want it, right? So you got niggas who done took pussy from their wife because they didn't give a fuck about something called spousal rape because they don't think that's a real thing when you get it from your wife. They only associate rape to a woman who you don't know, who don't know you, and you trying to get her, nigga. But when it comes down to somebody who you already done fucked many times, you can't rape her, right? That's the mindset of a fucking husband, a baby daddy, a boyfriend, or anybody, man. The niggas on the YouTube have to tell you, yeah, man, Otis, you ain't the only one. But yeah, you got the outrage, the selective outrage of people who got that guilty conscience eating their ass up on the inside about what the fuck they've done. Guess what, though, right? Yeah, when somebody come out and say some shit like that, it's like, nigga, everybody get on Otis' ass, right? Everybody get on Otis' ass, right? Because Otis, nigga, you speaking too much, dog. You speaking on the goddamn secret, bro. Shut the fuck up, because you doing all that, eventually, I'm going to have to fuck around and tell what the fuck I did with my wife. Right? Huh? Shut the fuck up, nigga. It's the same on some street shit, right? Like, nigga, you done told a motherfucking detective for you to kill somebody, nigga. And now, so you done told, and all you, hold on. So you done told about the couple murders you committed in this particular city, and I'm from the same area as you. So what about the other niggas getting killed? And I'm participating in that shit too. So now you gonna make it to where the detective will have to come holler at me about it. Cause they gonna say me and you cool, right? That we know each other, man. Even if we don't, I'm a street nigga like you. You getting this bitch confessing like you G-Dep and shit from Bad Boy. And a bunch of other niggas who done did the same shit is gonna be forced to have to confess. Like, damn, that nigga G-Dep went and told them people that he killed somebody, but he didn't mean to kill somebody. It was a robbery that went wrong, and yet the nigga fucked around and had to go do 13 years off that shit. Now you gonna put it on me and everybody else that we gotta account for some of these bodies too, right? You running your goddamn mouth, man. That ain't street code. No snitching. That's the black way, huh? Otis and shit, like niggas like that, you telling about what you did, and yet you just talking, and yet people getting on your ass, not because they are mad at what the fuck you did. Ain't no nigga mad at another nigga who took pussy from their goddamn wife, man. These niggas not mad at no fucking Akademics, dog, because he's grooming somebody underage. It's the fact that, all right, you grooming a little boy, why not a little girl then, right? If it was a little girl who was 16 and she was cute and pretty, nigga, these niggas would not be tripping about that shit like that, because that's what these niggas be wanting, low key. Down, deep down in their system, in their soul, that's what they want. They been wanting that, so they looking like Akademics. Why in the fuck you, why would you goddamn become that a boy like that, man? Come on, my nigga. We can give you a little grace, dog, if it was a little girl, man. If it was a girl, 15, bro, yeah, all right, 16, cool. A little boy? That's the only reason he getting the pushback. The little boy. Give a fuck about no King AK-47, man. Them niggas faking, man. Them niggas faking and pretending, bro. They saying, nigga, why you didn't, if it was a little 16-year-old little chick, bro, all right, I can see. But nigga, you talking about a boy. Come on, I didn't know you was gay. You see where I'm at? Man, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm tired, dog. No. Bro, it's gonna come out a little slowly. That's why I sit back and be watching. I'm like, nigga, these niggas gonna tell on themselves. They gonna have to. The conversation gonna make it so comfortable and so easy for them to confess. And some women gonna confess too. Right now is not the time though, bro. The same way how, if you look in your city, for instance, right? This is a quick example, right? You look in your city and it's some undeveloped land, an area in your city, in your little town, and you just know eventually they're gonna make a supermarket, a grocery store is gonna be here eventually. A Chick-fil-A gonna be here eventually, right? Or they're gonna pave a road or a bridge or a highway. It's gonna come, and they might have a sign saying, look, man, construction, 2026, man. All right then. So you know this is about to be developed. So right now in 2025 is not time for you to go here for no Chick-fil-A or here for a Target or Walmart, nigga. But in 2 years, you'll be able to go here, right? That's how I look at YouTube when it comes down to this conversation. Right now, it's not the time. When it's time, nigga, everybody gonna start coming through. And they gonna come through, right? Come through and tell everybody what the fuck they did, man. Yeah, they gonna, if you participating in panels, if you doing live streams, if you doing, niggas gonna hit your ass. Eventually, you gonna be on this bitch doing confessionals like you talking to the goddamn priest, man. That's it. You'll be in this bitch confessing. Or you're gonna get exposed eventually. Either way, it's gonna come out, right? You gonna get caught up in a moment, somebody gonna catch your ass in a moment. All these scandals you see about these grown-ass men and women getting caught up with young-ass kids and shit, from school teachers, professors, church members, and all that kind of shit, right? People on your job, everybody getting caught up with something young, nigga. They want something young, huh? They can't help themselves, right? They want something young. Man, I'm tired of playing, man. I'm tired of playing with people, bro. I'm tired of playing with folks when it come down to, if y'all gonna have the conversation, have it. If you gonna have the conversation, have it, man. If you don't want to have it, just say, all right, man, it ain't the time, maybe in 2 years. But right now, it's knocking on your door. And as long as you continue to be a voice in this space, your ass is going to be forced to speak on this, because we're getting tired of talking about other shit. Let's say we've done talking about this politics shit, unless the presidential election or whatnot, right? Niggas tired of talking about the situation between men and women and all that old goof ass shit, bro. That shit's old as fuck. Nigga tired of hearing anything about what the fuck women do, what men do. Nigga, who give a fuck, man, right? Now people want to know what the fuck you done that you supposed to take to your goddamn grave, man. It's been set up right now in real time. In real time, and it's weighing on certain people, on their conscience and on their spirit, to eventually come out in this bitch and say, yo, man, it was a situation happened when I was like in my 20s, nigga. I was talking to a chick that I found out all that. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, it was a boy, man, I was talking to, kind of found out he was about 16, 17, but he looked older, and I didn't know his real age and whatnot. Yeah, it's gonna come out like that, bro. It's gonna come out like that, man. Why is it gonna come out? Why is it coming out like that? Like I told you, right? It's too many cases of this shit. It ain't like it's rare. It's just as common as motherfucking raining and snow. The very few times it rains and snow, that's something everybody can agree that it, at a certain point, nigga, it's gonna start raining, it's gonna start snowing, it's gonna start goddamn. It ain't gonna be sunshine all the time, right? You don't get sunshine, even if you in Texas, nigga. You ain't getting. I mean, they say it's a drought, right? But nigga, you still get some days where it'll rain. But it's common. You already know about the rain and the snow of your city. You know how cold your city get. That's how common this goddamn shit is, man. Like that, nigga. It ain't rare. Like, a fucking meteor or some shit like that, or lunar eclipse or some shit like that, bro, or solar eclipse. It ain't rare like that. Once every 75, once every 100 years and shit. What y'all think about this shit, man? And the shit I'm talking about, this shit is coming. To the point where it's like, oh shit, you was molested too? Oh shit, what about you? Oh yeah, I got molested. Y'all got, yeah, so-and-so told me when I was a kid. Everybody talking about that, right? And yet, these are the same niggas in this space. And if you ask some of their family members, okay, what about some of these little girls and boys come out and say, yeah, man, this nigga here was touching on me when I was a kid, bro. My babysitter was touching on me when I was a kid, man. Yeah, this was my babysitter on this panel with you niggas, man. Y'all niggas thinking that these niggas like academics and all that, you amongst rich ass people, you in the industry with people, this is what the game that they play, this is their sexual universe, man. It's to cross boundaries and shit like that, right? It's to violate shit in the name of what? Sacrifice or whatever they reasoning for why they would play with young people like that. This is their game. This their game. Okay? This is their game. We talking about the rich and wealthy, the powerful. This their game. And it's also a lot of common people game. And you'll be surprised, man, how many common people play the same fucking game. But it's a so-called unknown game because you ain't supposed to know about it because it ain't supposed to be out on the mainstream yet. But yeah, they put it out there on the mainstream when they got movies and TV shows or goddamn children being fucked with, right? When they got children being exploited sexually and shit, niggas telling you they don't give a fuck about no goddamn children. People telling you they don't give a damn about no goddamn child, man. You need to give a fuck about the child, right? Because everybody else don't give a fuck about your child, man. The cold part about it, you thinking people have a hard time fucking some goddamn child, man. You think a motherfucker have a hard time fucking a teenager, man? You for real? I just want to know, like, you think Gabe A wouldn't fuck a teenager, man? The games the nigga play on YouTube, you don't think if a pretty ass, beautiful 16-year-old girl was coming on to him, touching on him, trying to kiss on him, you don't think if he thought he can get away with it, he wouldn't go ahead and fuck him, man? He would, dog. Why you think he wouldn't? African ass nigga, why you think his daddy wouldn't? You think a motherfucker wouldn't? So what about the ones who do? We talking about the ones who are not retarded, dog. The ones who are not handicapped and slow. We talking about the ones who are capable, able, nigga. The ones that you look at and say, well, damn, I didn't know he would. What? The one that gets you all fucked up, have you surprised when you find out about it. We talking about that motherfucker, man. The one who come off like he's so prestigious and sophisticated and so got this moral high fiber and moral high ground and shit. And this person here would never do anything to violate shit, right? It's the one like that. The school teacher that you talking about, I trust my kids to go to school. These the motherfuckers will fuck your goddamn teenage goddamn daughter, man. Will fuck your teenage son, man. How many stories I've heard, motherfucker told me about this nigga, man. Old nigga told me he knew Moses Malone, right? He was saying something about a story about a woman who was selling pussy back in the 80s. And he was telling me how this woman said that Moses Malone, nigga, pretty much took the pussy from her, right? He pretty much took it from her, right? And it happened so quick. Like he flipped her upside down and got on top of her, whatnot, and started fucking her, right? This is what the nigga told me. I don't know if this shit is true, but then again, I'm not surprised, right? But he told me the great Moses Malone, right? Who died like in 2015. The nigga say, yo, man, this chick told me how Moses Malone pretty much raped her. Is that surprising? Hell the fuck no. Karl Malone messing with a 13-year-old girl when he was 21. Is that surprising? Hell the fuck no, man. All niggas in the basketball. So the story about LeBron James daddy, right? Who the fuck LeBron James daddy? And it started making more and more sense when I realized that maybe this nigga is his daddy, man. And when you look at Nate Thurman, who used to play for the Cavaliers, who's from Akron also, like LeBron. And when you look at LeBron mama, who was one of them fast-ass teenage girls also, right? It's not like Gloria James was some saint, bro. You know this was a thought-ass young hoe, man, nigga. You know this shit, right? So I'm looking at this shit from the perspective of this nigga do look like Nate Thurman. Same body build, same hairline, same facial features. I'm like, man, what if... It's just so coincidental that this motherfucking nigga play for... He come to the Cavaliers. He from Akron. He from Akron. They from Akron. It's like, what is the chances that they throw about 6'8", 6'9", LeBron 6'8"? Who the fuck else from Akron would be 6'8" like that, man? Who? With the same skin tone, same face, all that, right? I'm like, okay. All right, people want to know who the fuck the LeBron daddy was, right? Well, goddamn it, it's Nate Thurman, right? How old Nate Thurman is compared to Gloria James, man? Oh, full grown, about 20-some years old, man. 20-some years older than her, right? So nigga in his 30s, and she was probably about 15, 16 when she gave birth to LeBron, right? It's far-fetched that Nate Thurman fucked that girl, man, when she was 15. Hell the fuck no, man. What are you talking about, man? In the era back when them niggas born in the goddamn 40s and the 30s and the 20s, them niggas was fucking young-ass girls, man. Them niggas wasn't fucking women their age, bro. You thought your grandmama and shit. You thought your grandmama was the same age as your fucking granddaddy. You knew your grandmama was 10 years younger than your goddamn granddaddy, man. You knew your grandmother was 14, 15 when your granddaddy was 24, 25 years old, man. When they met in the 40s, my nigga. When they met in the goddamn 50s, man. Them people, you don't fully know the birthday and the year of your grandparents like that because they didn't really have birth certificates. Like, they was writing this shit on paper, man. That shit got lost. It wasn't laminated. They ain't got that shit on records and shit. Like, it wasn't no computers like that back in the fucking 20s and 30s, man. You don't, listen. The majority of y'all granddaddy is 10 to 15 years older than your goddamn grandmama, man. And you think that he met her when she was 18, 19 years old, man? No, he met her when she was 12, nigga. In the woods, nigga, out there in the country part of wherever the fuck y'all from in Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama and all those shit. Nigga, dog, wherever town... If this nigga 23, 24, he was fucking with that 12, 13-year-old goddamn girl, my nigga. That's what he was getting at. He wasn't getting at no woman his age. She was already wiped the fuck up by some old-ass nigga. You think a nigga gonna lie to me about this shit? When I'm hearing my pastor talking about he was 24 and he got with his goddamn wife when she was 15, 16? For real? Niggas born in the early 1900s, man. These niggas old, man. Born 100 years ago type shit. Man, this shit's hereditary, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say, man. It's hereditary, dog. This shit's hereditary, my nigga. This shit's hereditary, dog. The sexual misconduct, sexual abuse, sexual harassment, sexual goddamn assault, all that shit's hereditary at this point. We talking about the very thing that make this world go around is sex, intercourse, right? Keeping life going and shit. Everybody getting pregnant every day a baby is born. Every day everybody's having sex. You can almost guarantee, nigga, you can guarantee that people are having sex every day more than people are exercising every day. So the people who having sex every day, it's something you can put your money on compared to saying, well, everybody exercising every day too. Well, you know that's a goddamn lie, right? So you know for a fact everybody not exercising every day. You know for a fact people fucking every day, though. You can guarantee the same way how motherfuckers born every day, somebody die every day, man. Life. This shit's all about life and keeping life going. Equate that to a factory, a manufacturing company, right? Any one of these warehouses, like where I'm at right now, you got these warehouses, you shipping and receiving goddamn buildings and shit, right? It's always some shit being manufactured, right? That's sex in the real world, in the human world, right? The same shit. Why Walmart is always stocked. Target, everything is always stocked. Everything you see around got a distribution goddamn center. Got a fucking fulfillment center, nigga. Got a goddamn a shipping and receiving center. Got a manufacturing spot, right? It's always being pumped out. That's humans engaging in sexual activities every day, right? And the same way how this shit make the country run, The same way how we got to be driving, we drive all over the country delivering, picking up shit and delivering to people shit. This shit making this shit run, right? That's what you niggas, that's what the fucking people doing when they having sex every goddamn day, man. And they sex does not only end with you dealing with somebody your age or somebody who's legal, man. Motherfuckers fucking around with goddamn people who are not legal. What are we saying, bro? It's the law for why you even goddamn so-called doing sex, right? Because a lot of motherfuckers wish they can do some weird ass shit with something that they shouldn't be fucking with, man. With a bestiality ass shit. Nigga want to fuck a goddamn donkey, want to fuck a horse, a dog. The very thing that make this world go round, nigga, you telling me it's gonna be done with goddamn respect and discipline and within the fucking law? When we hear these fucking stories about these niggas coming out here talking about they fucking with goddamn, they been grooming motherfucking kids forever, dog. Only when it come down to sexual shit is when it's bad, right? Not when a motherfucking kid is being groomed to play football or basketball or groomed to sing or groomed to dance. The same shit you you tampering with a fucking child's innocence, fucking with them like that, man, right? But it's only bad though if you groom a 14, 15-year-old girl or boy to become your husband or wife, nigga, when they turn 18, right? And the people who do it saying, you know what, man, fuck what everybody's saying. If I see somebody young, I'm going to fuck around and take interest in them, but I'm not going to fuck with them for the sake of the law. But I'm sure going to communicate with their ass, and I'm going to make them mine when they get to age, right? When they get 19, I'm going to make them mine. The same way how the fucking football recruiter, the football scout, the football coach is looking at these goddamn little boys at 10, 11 years old playing football, man. Already want them to come to college and shit in 10 years. Recruiting them for that shit. Developing them for that type of shit. Put them in the weight room. Put them in summer training programs, training camps and shit like that. What the fuck you talking about? All this shit being grooming, my nigga. The shit academics are doing, I'm looking like, man, that's what the fuck grown people was asking us when we was kids, man. You ain't never had no pussy, bro? You ain't never had your dick up, bro? Oh, nigga, why not? Oh, nigga, you ain't. Man, come on. That's what the fuck they was doing, man. That's what the fuck they was doing, man. Nigga, asking questions. Grown-ass people asking you questions about you ain't got no pussy and shit when you 11, 12, 13 years old. Asking you, why haven't you got some pussy at 11, 12 years goddamn old, man? That's what the fuck they was asking, dog. Nigga telling you they gonna give you gonna get your, you forget your first blowjob, my nigga. Wait, I'm gonna get this holder. So that shit boosting that was on, that shit is not surprising. It is something that was very much fucking common, dog. What the hell, man, we doing? Fuck, man. What are we doing, man? I'm glad this moment is here, even though, nigga, I hate to be right about this shit, man. But the thing is, you're going to hear about a lot of shit like this taking place from Jay-Z fucking 13-year-old girls, R. Kelly peeing on 14-year-old girls, man. Diddy fucking with 9 and 10-year-old kids, man. You're going to hear about there's going to be so many people who didn't get caught up. They just actually acted on desires, bro. Men and women. It's more than them school teachers letting them young niggas fuck, man. It's a bunch of them goddamn women who are perverted. Who are perverted as fuck, man. And do a damn good job in hiding that shit, finessing people and shit like that, man. Lying to people like that, man. I'm just saying, dog, y'all niggas trying to act like, man, people ain't riding around this whole moralistic like that. You know this shit. And nigga trying to pretend like people around this whole know better. Yeah, they know not to get caught. That's all they do, man. They don't know better when it come to how they feeling for it, nigga, don't change. I ask somebody that shit one day. I asked tit for tat that. I say, so the people who know better, they know better, right? But why would they feeling like this? Like, why are they feeling like they want to do that, man? And the only reason why they not doing it because they don't want to go to jail, right? Like, what's making them feel like they had their attraction? Somebody came to my shit years ago talking about, they feel like a lot of grown folks have an attraction to teenagers, man, right? And he was just being truthful about it. And come to find out, man, that nigga not wrong about this shit. That nigga for real about that, man. A bunch of people have attraction to teenagers, man. A bunch of men and women want something fresh. Niggas don't want to fuck. People don't want to fuck around with people they age who they know. When you talking about people talking about body count and you done got all these damn kids and shit, you done got all these baby mamas and baby daddies and all that. Nigga, that's telling you right there and there. If you got an issue with that, what you saying is that, nigga, if you had your way, you'll fuck around and go with something younger. You'll get something younger so it can be all you, right? Is that right? Okay. All right. All right, my nigga. All right, my nigga. You feel that way, huh? Until you see somebody on, I guess, somebody famous who feel the same way, right? And now you gonna go at them like as if you ain't felt that way? I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that fake ass shit, nigga. Motherfucker, you a lying ass motherfucker, nigga. You pretend like you give a fuck. None of y'all giving a fuck about none of these kids being violated, man. You a lying motherfucker, nigga, and you a lying bitch. I give you maybe your kids, man. You don't want your kids being violated. We talking about somebody else's kid, man. You can pretend all you want to that you won't here giving a fuck about children being violated. Nigga, please. This shit's crazy, man. This shit's beyond crazy to me, man. You know about this shit going on. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. That shit is supposed to be cute. It's supposed to be fucking cute, right? That shit's supposed to be cute, my nigga. That you got old motherfuckers trying to break in something young and trying to groom some young and trying to talk to young people about this whole sex shit, right? But they not talking about them in the right way. They not talking about sex in the right way with young people. They not. It's trying to be curious and trying to probe and trying to see what it is that you own, right? And seeing, can they trust you? Can a kid trust you and shit? Trying to make the kid trust you. All this grooming, all this sexual assault, this shit wasn't painful, man. If you look at the truth of it, man, people done told me, man, women done told me that when they was being violated, man, motherfucker didn't do nothing to harm them, dog. They didn't hurt them, tie them up. It wasn't no bloodshed, dog. The shit felt good, dog. And it wasn't until people told them that this shit was wrong is when they realized that this shit was wrong, right? And I can give you to you. I can acknowledge the fact that when you realize something wrong, you can feel some type of way then, right? I give you that. But then you got so many people who still will take up for that individual who did something to them because they didn't really hurt them. They broke them in. They introduced them to it, right? So they somewhat appreciative. I done had people, nigga, I'm qualified to talk about this shit, nigga. I know I am. You got men and women appreciating being touched on, being molested, being groomed, being broke in, bro. And that's why a lot of men don't say shit when women do it to them. See, we try to make it seem like it's only a man or men who feel this way and women don't also feel the same way. See, a man would tell you. That's why folks don't really care about when boys get fucked with, because them boys grow up saying, you know what? If an older girl was kissing me, dog, if an older girl gave me my first blowjob, if an older girl gave me my first piece of pussy, bro, dog, if she was grown, if I was like a teenager and she was grown, then I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Niggas ain't hearing shit about her ass being grown and she was wrong for that, man, for grooming you and playing with you. She supposed to be fucking with somebody her age and shit. Man, look, a nigga saying, man, I'm thankful. I don't want her to go to jail. I don't want her to get in trouble for that, dog. She did me a favor. She put me on, right? She put me in position. She taught me this, dog. I'm always be able to say this. I'm always be able to brag about this shit. I'm going to brag about me being, I was 14, 15, and I fucked a 20-year-old girl, man. I fucked a 21-year-old bro when I was 14, 15 years old, man. I'm going to brag about fucking a 25-year-old. Niggas going to brag about it. She did him a favor, man. It's not until these goddamn young boys start running their mouth around the school is when them goddamn women get in trouble. What goddamn thing, where you at? Niggas ain't trying to get the women in trouble. And vice versa. Them goddamn girls ain't trying to get these niggas who done broke them in trouble like that, man. Oh, man, get this goddamn shit out the way, man. Oh, shit, don't hit me. I hurt my feet on that. Fucking weights, man. Oh, fuck. They finna make me go to sleep in this bitch, man. I'm finna go to sleep, man. Cause I don't think they even got started on me. Hold on, where's my truck? Say, man. Watch. Academics. This shit gonna blow over. He gonna still be doing what the fuck he doing. He gonna still be doing what the fuck he doing. Now, what's this, Sugar Bomb? It's me speaking the goddamn truth about these people you see who are celebrities who are coming out doing exactly what the fuck they been doing forever and shit, right? And how everybody on this bitch talking like they so surprised and shocked, all because they don't really want to have a conversation. They're not ready mentally and emotionally prepared to have a conversation. And now they don't want the conversation to ever be had. Because they know when they had this conversation, there's going to be a lot of confessing. There's going to be a lot of people getting exposed for this shit. Because that's the elephant in the black community. That's the elephant in the room of the black community. That's it. Niggas ain't getting nowhere until we start addressing all this fucking sexual misconduct taking place amongst adults, children, teenagers and children, adults and teenagers, all those shit. Until the motherfucker get on this hoe and start telling the truth about that shit and stop acting like that shit trigger you all the time because you've been taught at this point to say that this is supposed to be triggering you when you know good and motherfucking well you can have a conversation right now, bro. You know you can. But for the sake of just wanting to be triggered and for the sake of not wanting to talk about it because you don't want to offend nobody else, right? You don't want to offend nobody. You don't want nobody thinking you is somebody who is not sensitive to this shit. And you know the conversation need to be had, right? But it's not gonna get happening no time soon. Yo, man. Yo. I'm waiting for the conversation to happen. I'm waiting for the conversation to happen. Fake ass shit, man. Cause niggas putting in your goddamn face to where you gonna have to have that motherfucker whether you like it or not. You have to have this shit. Cause as long as you don't want to have it, everybody gonna start around getting exposed for doing it. Your favorite people and shit. A goddamn Barack Obama or somebody would get exposed for doing the same shit. Then maybe would you want to have it in when Barack Obama get exposed for it? Morgan Freeman and shit? Huh? You believe nigga Denzel and all them? Everybody we've been looking up to forever, you thinking these are mayors and politicians that all of a sudden it's Stephen A. Smith coming out, they coming out on him. Stephen A. Smith, everybody being accused of sexual harassment and sexual assault. So you telling me these people who you look at as the golden boy and the golden girl, that they not also fucking done did some shit too, that a person can come out and say, look, man, this person sexually assaulted me, man, when I was working for them. This person tried to groom me, man. They tried to groom my daughter. They tried to groom my son. Yeah, my nigga, I don't know, man. What you want, man? I don't know what the hell you want. I'm trying to see how many miles, dog. If I gotta make it to... Do I want to drive 200 miles, dog, tonight? It ain't that bad, man. I'm just thinking, man, because this shit, people taking all day to load me. I don't even think they even got started on me, dog. That's fucked up. So I got to drive. Do I got to drive 200 miles too? If I leave, I got to go 70 miles towards Memphis. Nigga, fuck Memphis, man. And then ride all the way to Nashville. Yeah, man. Yeah. man. People gonna force it down folks' throat. They gonna force y'all to talk about this shit, man. The conversation gonna have to be had, man. They gonna force it. They gonna make you have it. And like I said, maybe the right person ain't got exposed yet, right? Maybe the people who already is fucked up and the degenerates already, maybe you can ignore that because all right, y'all fucked up anyway. Fuck DJ Akademics and Diddy and Jay-Z. All right, maybe somebody who's of a higher esteem and prestige will have to be exposed for the same shit in order for you to talk about this shit, huh? I'm out this hoe, man.